wealthy girls are extremely attractive, and the reason that I believe this is because people with money attract attractive girls. Attractive girls are attracted to money. Everyone's attracted to money, especially whenever you have money. I don't know why my dumbass dog wants to get bit by a snake. There's like a snake right there, but anyways, let's keep walking. I was invited to a prom yesterday for one of the wealthiest schools in San Antonio, and I met some extremely pretty girls. And the girl that I went with, a friend of mine who actually, it was strange. I hadn't talked to her in a while. I hadn't talked to her in over 2 years. I met her at a party. Texted me out of nowhere. Like, hey, do you have any plans on Saturday? I was like, no. It was weird because like I said, hadn't talked to her in a long time. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't really have any plans this Saturday. And she told me that she didn't have a date for prom. And I was like, all right, bet. Ouch. What the hell? Stupid, that fucking thing spiked me. I was like, all right, bet, I'll go. I don't even know why I agreed, but I did agree. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll go to prom with her. And we ended up going, what the hell? Why the fuck are there so many snakes here? The houses that we went to and the place that like where all the people lived were insane. Houses worth probably upwards of $4 million, $5 million, $2 million, just multi-million-dollar homes. They were fucking drop dead gorgeous, insane. And the people that I was talking to as well. Take into account that I'm not necessarily like blown away by a lot of luxurious things. It's like I'm some poor rascal, like some poor scum that's like, oh yeah, I'm surprised by everything with money. Like, no. But the thing is, I'm not used to talking to younger guys that have money, like kids my age whose parents have money. I'm used to talking to people with money, but not necessarily like people from old money, people who come from money. A lot of the guys that I talk to are usually self-made and have businesses and stuff, but these guys, a lot of them were from old money. It was like a mansion party and stuff. It was insane. I wish I would have taken a video, but I didn't because I didn't bring my camera, but it was crazy. And there was like some guy who got a full ride scholarship to Harvard for I think some math degree or some bullshit like that. Then another guy who is going to Yale for economics and some other bullshit. Absolute sharks. Had a great time. But yeah, no, I don't really know if there's any value in this video. I just want to say that if you ever want to meet a very, very pretty girl, go to a place that has a lot of money. It's just, I don't know, the biggest hack that I've personally found. I went to Beverly Hills a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, and same thing. Some of the prettiest girls you have ever seen. I met Mark Wahlberg there. I had a conversation with him. Pretty cool guy. Anyways, that's really the moral of the story. Money attracts pretty girls, and it's even easier whenever you stick out and whenever you actually go in with a charismatic approach. I don't like saying this in an arrogant way, but I definitely did stick out. I was wearing an all-white suit with a scarf. I'm decently tall for a Mexican, I'm like 6 foot. So I definitely stuck out. I don't know, a lot of people were coming up to me. Everybody was white there. Not that that really matters, but I can imagine that it seems like a little bit of an anomaly that a tall, scrumptious Mexican wearing an all-white suit. It was a 3-piece suit with a scarf. So you can imagine that everybody's like, oh my gosh, what the fuck is that guy wearing? And yeah, it definitely got me a pretty good amount of attention. But anyways, I'm just yapping at this point. Go to a rich neighborhood, you can find your wife there. But of course, if you don't really have anything going for you, then don't expect those women to go up to you and talk to you. And I think another thing that I learned today is, yesterday technically, yeah, talking to women is relatively easy whenever you just ask questions about them. Depends on, of course, who you are. Because if you, like I said, if you're just some random ass guy that no one really wants to talk to and you're asking them questions, they're probably gonna be pretty dry with you. But if you're actually asking interesting questions and you're a decent guy, then you'll probably get a pretty good conversation out of them. So I don't know, just yapping at this point. Dumbass dog. Oh, I don't know where the fuck my dog is going. Let me give you guys a tour of where I am at. In the middle of nowhere. Anyways, follow my main YouTube channel. Link's gonna be in the bio. Peace.